How's it going, you guys? I wanted to make this video to very quickly try to sum up what we've done so far in Soundtrap and allow people to catch up. So, let's go ahead and enter the studio. If you already have a song that you were trying, but you feel like it's a mess, just hit enter the studio and let's start with something fresh. And by the way, if you haven't even made an account yet, just tell it you want a personal account and make sure that you tell it you are at least 14 years old. So I always say just tell it you were born in 2005. All right, we get to this screen, music or podcast. Of course, we're making music, so we click that. Okay, we are going to start with the Patterns beat maker, making a beat, and then we're going to make a bass line real quick on top of the beat. Now I'm going to keep this super fast, as fast as I can. So click on Patterns beat maker. And oh, by the way, as I'm doing this, since I am going to do this very fast, just pause the video every time you go to do something, and then come back and unpause it. That's how you should use this, and you should be able to keep up very easily. All right. Anyways, Patterns beat maker. I'm gonna make a beat here. This is actually, I realized yesterday, this is a faster way to make a beat on separate tracks. All we've done so far, we were making a trap type beat. So we put a snare right in the middle. We got these 4 blocks here. Put one right here. We put a kick at the beginning. And then we did hi-hats on every other dot, starting with the first dot. So 1, 3, 5, all the way from beginning to end. So your pattern should look just like this. And let's play that. Okay. I need to turn down my volume a little bit. There we go. Play it again. Okay. So, that's my beat so far. And pretty simple. Pretty simple, right? I'm going to maybe put one more kick here. I think this is what I did when we first did this. Okay. Now, I'm done with this for now. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to copy this track so that we have 3 copies of it. And then we're going to separate out the kick, the snare, and the hi-hat. So one is on each track. So watch me do that. So I click X to close out of the Patterns beat maker. Click X right here on the left corner. And here's my track. Here's my chunk of beat. And you know what? First things first, I want to loop this. If for some reason you can't, if you hover over this little chunk of audio you see right here, or this isn't audio, it's MIDI, but whatever, this chunk of music, and you don't see any handles popping up, that's because you're zoomed out too far. So here are the zoom in, zoom out buttons down here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And again, you probably weren't zoomed out too far, but I was letting people know that just in case. All right, so here's my chunk of music. I'm grabbing the top right corner of it, and I'm just looping it over and over. Now I've got 8 measures of it. In fact, let's just go ahead and loop that all the way to have 16. So if it ends right at 17, that means it's got 16. Make sure that it doesn't end a little bit before or a little bit after. You want it right on the dot, okay? All right, now that you've looped that, let's duplicate these 3. So all you do is you click this ... here next to the name, duplicate track. Let's do it again. Duplicate track. Okay? So now I've got 3 copies of it. The first one's going to be my kick. So I need to get rid of everything else. So all I do to do that is double click on the thing. And the Patterns beat maker opens back up. And I just click with my mouse down and drag and get rid of all the hi-hats. And then I click on the snare dot and get rid of the snare. And now I got the kick by itself on a track. I'm about to do the same thing for the snare. Double click on the next one. Get rid of all the hi-hats by clicking and dragging. Get rid of the kicks. And there we go. Snare by itself. Hit X to get out of Patterns beat maker. And we're on to the next one. And again, if you feel like you're not keeping up with me, you should be pausing the video and doing each step as I'm doing them. And then finally, we just get rid of the 3 beats, the 2 kicks, and the 1 snare, and we got hi-hats by itself. And there we go. So now we got our beat separated out into 3 tracks. It should sound basically the same if we hit play. And it does. And it does. So the point of doing that was this will give us a lot more flexibility later when it comes time to arrange our song and make it feel more like a song and less like the same beat repeating over and over, okay? And it allows us to have more fun with effects and with mixing and all that stuff. So now the next step to making a beat that doesn't just sound like the same thing over and over is to start to add some changes into each one of these tracks. All right, I'm gonna start with the snare because I know what I want to do for the snare. On measure 4, so measures typically, or bars typically go in groups of 4 or 8 or 16. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on this thing, double click on the snare just like we did before when we were getting rid of everything else, and I want to make sure that I'm on measure 4. So down here, you can either, if I drag this purple line around up here, I can move to measure 4. Or if I grab and drag, it's really hard to see, but there's a scroll bar right down here. I just drag it a little bit, and here we are on measure 4. And I know I want to go like da-da-da. So I'm going to add, I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. So I added 3 dots on measure 4. And what that's going to do, it'll be like this little drum roll right at the end of that measure. So listen to it now. Cool. So that's measure 4, has some variety to it. And I guess I'll do kind of the same thing on measure 8. Measure 8. So it's at the end of measure 8 is where I'm putting these. Maybe I'll do like 1 right there. Let's try that. So I'm just playing around. I suggest that's the same thing you guys do. If you want to, if you're really hurrying up, you want to do exactly what I do, that's okay, but then your song's going to sound exactly like mine. I would rather you take a minute and play around with filling in your own dots and seeing how it sounds. There we go. So those are my 2 changes to my snare. I like those. I'm done with the snare for now, so I'm going to hit X. Now, here I am, and I've noticed that my loop now has breaks in it. These bits are broken up. So when I changed 4 and I changed 8, it kind of broke my loop up. That's okay. I'm about to fix it right now. First things first, I'm going to get rid of these ones. Turns out I don't want them. So I just click on them to make them darker, and that means they're selected, and then I hit backspace. Now, let's talk about merging. This was the thing that somebody couldn't get the other day. All you do to merge, I'm clicking and dragging with my mouse, and you see this purple rectangle get created. That's my selection box. You notice it's highlighting them all to select them. I let go. These are all selected. And then I go to Edit, this menu up here, Edit, Merge Regions. And there we go. Now this is all merged together in one big loop, one big chunk that gets looped over and over. Cool. So that's merged back together, and I can loop it again. Let's do the same with the kick. So double click. Let's go to, I'm going to change the kick pretty much every measure. Okay. I think I'll just, for the first one, I'm just going to have 1 kick. For the second one, I'm going to do a kick at the very end of it, very last dot before we get to 3. On the third one, I'm going to go bump, maybe like that. I'm going to try this stuff out. I hear it in my head, but I might be wrong. But I'll just go back to the beginning and play it in a second and see if I was right. And then the fourth one, oh man, why is this? Third one. Okay, and then the fourth one would be, let me just make sure these are right now. Okay, that is right. Oh, I did this a little wrong. So for the third one, for the third one, I just wanted 1 here. I'm just fixing the thing I had in my head. For the fourth one, that's where I wanted to do that. And then let's listen to that. So again, I can drag this purple line, or I can hit this button right here. That is the rewind button. Cool. That's my beat so far. So I'm going to hit X on this. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. Here's my 4 measures that I changed. Right? So I'm going to erase all the rest of this. I don't need it for right now. Erase. Clicking and dragging with my mouse to select all 4 and go into Edit Merge. There we go. They're merged into a big chunk. And now I can loop this thing. I will eventually, I don't want this loop to be this short. I want to add more variety to my kicks, because if you listen to really good beats, that's a big thing, is that the kick is jumping around, kind of dancing around, doing all sorts of different stuff throughout the beat. So that's very important. But right now I'm just going to be lazy because I'm trying to make this video as short as I can. All right, hi-hats. Let's do the same thing. Double click. And what I had shown people the other day was just the I'm going to play it. Like putting in a middle one, right? So it's not every other. And that's going to do that kind of thing. I think I want that one there. Again, I'm just making choices based on what's in my head. And again, guys, don't get hung up on trying to copy me exactly for this. I'm trying to keep this fast. There we go. Let's hear what that sounds like. So I've got 4 measures with different stuff in them now. Let's hit play. Cool. I'm gonna add one more. So I just double clicked on the chunk I want to change. I'm gonna add one more to the to number 4. That's not where I wanted to put it. Let's see if that's better. There we go. All right, same thing as before. Erase the part I don't want and merge the part I do want. All right, this video is already 12 minutes long. It's too long already. I could have sworn I could do this in 5 minutes. But anyways, there's our beat. All right. I'll show you how to record a bass line very quickly. All we did was we clicked play the synth. We chose the bass sound that we wanted. So we clicked on the name right here, which says Flutter Wave. And I went to guitar and bass. I went to bass kick, I think. Or it might have been synth. I think it was bass kick. And I found, what was the one I liked? It was DRM 808. That's the one I liked. Okay. When you find a sound you like, what you do is you hit play, and you use the keys on your keyboard. You see all these letters and numbers. You use the keys on your keyboard to play the thing. And let's hit actually, let's not hit record yet. Let's just practice. So I'm hitting play. All right, so I'm just going to do something dumb like that. I'm keeping it very simple. I suggest you keep it very simple too. 2 notes, 3 notes. That's it. Don't try to be all fancy. If you make up something really fancy, it just makes it harder for you to record. You can always try that kind of stuff later. So let's hit record. It's telling me to get ready. There we go. And you are now caught up to where we're at, okay? You are now caught up to where we're at. The next thing we're going to do with this is make sure that it is right on measure 8 make sure that everything's all nice and clean, and then try to loop it and see if it loops properly. If it doesn't, we'll have to talk about how to clean it up so that it will loop properly. But that's it for right now. Make sure you hit save, purple save button up top, and change your song title. So if you just click on Untitled Song right here, change it to something that makes sense, okay? So video example. There we go. Hit save, don't lose your work. And we are done. We have caught up. Congratulations.